And we now move to the final of the Under-17 Schoolboys Cox Date. In lane 2, Canberra Grammar. In lane 3, St Ignatius Riverview. In lane 4, the Southport School. In lane 5, Shaw. In lane 6, Cranbrook. In lane 7, Scots, College Sydney. And in lane 8, Redlands.
And the big question in this one, can anyone live with the pace of the Shaw School? They have been dominant this season. They've recorded times of 6:07, 6:08 with a lot of regularity, and of course a very, very good crew last year only managed a third place at the National Championships, so they'll be looking to rectify that. They're coached by Glenn Bates, the Director of Rowing at the Shaw School, Dominic Grimm, 2010 World Champion in the men's Cox pair, and Jessica Wickenden, who has been coaching their Year 10 second date this season, now that their season's finished, joining Glenn Bates and Dom Grimm as coaching them. And Jessica Wickenden, an intern coach with the New South Wales state team this year, and also runs a lot of coaching courses, so certainly a lot of experience in that coaching team at the Shaw School as they've moved out to a clear lead in the early stages of this one. They lead from the New South Wales state champions, Cranbrook, in second spot. They won their first New South Wales state championships in many, many years, around about five or so, 6 weeks ago, in fact, and they're in lane number 6 alongside of them. In third is the Southport School, looking to add to their earlier state championship, or national championship win, I should say, for Cormac Kennedy Leverett in the schoolboys single scull, and they've moved up into second spot ahead of Cranbrook School, and then we go to St Ignatius Riverview, in fact, in third, Cranbrook in fourth, Scots are in fifth, Canberra Grammar in sixth, and then back to Redlands on this side of the course, who would be a bigger dark horse than Katy Perry at the present moment, as they are well back in seventh place and with a lot of work to do. So Shaw leading through the halfway mark, 3:01, so that is a stonking time for a under-17 schoolboy Cox Date, as they lead this one by a little bit of clear water from the Southport School, who have had a very good second 500 metres, and they're now just starting to make their way up towards 12:50 gone. And the Shaw School crew, Tom Hislop, Zane Carboni, Scott Martin, Max Dara, Miller Argent, Thomas Galloway, Tom Anderson, Tom Woodworth and Harry Keenan, the coxswain, are very, very well placed here. Of course, the medals for the previous races have been presented by Andrew Rowley, who was the stroke of the first eight at the Shaw School back in 1992, and perhaps he could be the one presenting to them here as they lead, as they come into the last 600 metres of this under-17 schoolboy Cox Date event. So a fantastically quick time through that first half of the race, 3:01, and conditions are certainly not fast here. A cross breeze is blowing, as indicated by the flags in front of the grandstand, but Shaw School continue to lead, but the crew from the Southport School have stopped them getting away, and if you're going to try and catch a crew first, you've got to stop letting them get away, and they've been able to minimise the damage. Now they've got to try and start to claw them back, but in doing so, Southport School have consolidated their second placing from St Ignatius College Riverview in third, and then on third from the grandstand side is Cranbrook, who are currently in fourth spot, and that appears to be where the medals will come from, as Canberra Grammar are back in fifth place on the far side of the course, and followed by Scots, and then a long way back to Redlands. So just 250 metres to go for the Shaw School. They have absolutely dominated this race, and in this last 500 metres, when Southport looked as though they were starting to throw a challenge back at them, Shaw have just managed to push away, and push away they have. They've gone from a little bit of an overlap to now a length and a half's advantage, and moving away. They're coached by Glenn Bates, Dom Grimm and Jessica Wickenden, and they're coming into the last 100 metres, and the school that won 9 of the 10 races they contested at the New South Wales Schoolboy Head of the River are going to claim a convincing win here in the Under-17 Schoolboy Cox Date National Championship, as they still lead the Southport School. Cranbrook are throwing everything at the crew from St Ignatius College Riverview on the far side of the course, who are currently in the third spot. But the national champions, the Shaw School, in the Under-17 Schoolboy 8, 6:10.52, another fast time by those guys. Southport claimed the silver medal. St Ignatius Riverview claimed bronze, just ahead of a gallant Cranbrook crew in fourth place. Fifth goes to Scots, as they've moved through Canberra Grammar School, and in 7th place will be Redlands.
Gold medalists and champions for 2016, the Shaw School. Tom Hislop, Zane Carboni, Scott Martin, Max Durham, Miller Argent, Thomas Galloway, Tom Anderson, Thomas Woodworth, and their cox, Harry Keenan. The crew was coached by Glenn Bates, Dominic Grimm, and Jessica Wickenden. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate all our medalists in the Under-17 Schoolboys 8.